So, good afternoon to all. It is tough time, but we try to make little happy time. Okay. So, I am from SRF. My name is Jagdish Pranami. We have more than 40 chemical plants, and we have the latest DCS systems, PLC system, more than 40 DCS, 250 PLC systems, and utility controlled by the PLC systems, where plant is controlled by the DCS system. The plant and DCS data together with data lake system, and on that we are doing some analysis and analyticals. We are finding some business use case for the betterment performance of the plants.
Dhruval ji, your views.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all. Just completed by my colleague, Mr. Prem. I'm from Forbes Marshall. Forbes Marshall being known as a energy conservation company, and we are into that mode, and we much heard about the sustainability aspect. I think each speaker, each paragraph, we have heard that sustainability, but Forbes Marshall in the 78 years since the inception are doing the same thing. So we make all the industry, all the companies, specifically chemical company, to make energy efficient, to make a productivity process enhancement, and now with the digital, so that is a enabler us to making a speed also. So I'm giving you a 2-3 aspect to Forbes Marshall Digital, and since last two presentation, it is very evident and clear. Without domain knowledge, data cannot be used, and without data, domain expertise is also cannot be scaled. So what typically Forbes Marshall Digital means, as we become a real-time partner with our customer to work with the improve and sustain the KPI. We have 3 pillars of Forbes Marshall Digital. One is connected assets. So whatever the equipment, whatever the products we are giving, we do provide the IoT sensor to that. So first is connected asset. Second is connect the insights. So domain knowledge comes into that picture, because without domain knowledge, we cannot improve the things. And third is a connected people. So we connect with the team, plant team, and from our technical staff, we connect these people also. So in this 3 aspect, I think Forbes Marshall started become a digital partner, real-time partner with the customer. Again, why it is so much important in today's NR? Again, there are 3 aspects I'll give to you. First, in chemical industry as well, if you see cost of manufacturing chemicals, in that manufacturing cost, 25 to 35% cost is standalone of utility. And bitter truth is that utility only we can control. Other manpower, labor, and consumable, we cannot even control. Second is the whole sustainability aspect. Today, we almost all company has a mandate to become a net zero. The whole investor, whole the buyer, whole this plant is now become a sustainable. And third is what we get from inside to the digital, that whatever we achieve the performance with respect to energy, with respect to anything, it is continuously deterioration. Without involvement, without having a data, we cannot say once we get the benchmark plant, it remains a benchmark. So those 3 aspects, and with our ongoing engagement, real-time partnership, I think we started the journey, and as my colleague said, there are hundreds of the plant, even chemicals, we started with the journey. So that is up to now, and today, I think in the 78 years, and this is applicable to many organizations, we see digital transformation is not only a transformation, we see is a business transformation, because it is actually shifting the way fundamentally we are doing the business. So that is so much important to us and our customers.
Mr. Kalimuddin.
Hi everyone. Hello. Hi everyone. Thank you, Prashant ji. Thank you to ICN for giving me opportunity to participate in this panel discussion. I don't know how many people know about the ELANTAS. So ELANTAS is a member of the Altana group. This is a German company. So we have around 25 numbers of unit around the world. Okay, and Altana is having 80 numbers of unit around the world. Okay, so first I will go with the, we are basically a premium chemical manufacturers, and we have a market share of around 55 to 60% in India and globally also. So now I will start with the safety, because here all the people are from the manufacturing side, and we talk about the safety first, right? So I will start with the safety and sustainability. So earlier, we are using the software called Solip. Solip was not a very user-friendly. So yeah, we can get the data from the safety and then ESG like that. But now we have converted this to the system based on SAP, analytical cloud basis. Now this is, giving a very good information. So all the Altana, the 80 units, are providing all the information regarding the safety, like near misses, like first aid cases, minor incident, major incident, all the related information about the ESG, like how much carbon you are emitting, how much carbon neutralization is taking place. All the information of the 80 Altana units are giving in this same platform. Now it is a one click, all the information is available to you. So this is giving an opportunity for us to improve, because whatever the best is doing, now based on that, you can plan yourself and then improve upon. So as said by, previous speaker, that we can do the benchmarking. So this is giving a platform to do the benchmarking also. And most of our Altana company is certified by the Eco certification, gold and platinum. So, this is giving a lot of opportunity to improve upon. Now, the second one is, I will call upon, again, related to safety, the crisis management system. In both the units, we have a Ankleshwar unit and we have a Pumpir unit, and third are coming on the Dahej under Payal Industrial Park. So in both the running units, we have created a crisis management room. In the same crisis management room, everything available on the digital basis. You talk about the data like the plot plan, the layout, the MSDS, PFD, the PNRD, all the data available on the system. So if there is any incident or any crisis happen, just go enter into the room and start doing the crisis management. So in all the information you can get it. No, but we are not stopping here. We are going ahead with some of the software that is called FACT24. In short, it is called F24. This is German-based software, but is presence is having in India also. What they are providing, it's a multimedia software that can notify you when there is any emergency or any incident is taking place in your plant. Not only that, if there is any technical issues taking place in your plant, like runaway reaction and then agitator problem, motor problem, they can notify you too also. You can justify, you can define, whom you want to give information during what incident is taking place. So this is really a very good system. Very soon we are going to implement it in our plant. The third one is, the ISO, digital ISO control system, and then process safety management. Many people talk about the process safety management, right? So currently we have a hard copy system, frankly speaking, but we are going ahead with one software that is called IntelliQuest. So this software is, converting all those ISO's document into control way. So all the information of the, this ISO document, like, the ISO documentation, the safety, the training records, is available on one click. So whenever you're going for the audit, earlier, this time maybe going for 4 or 5 days audit, ISO audit, you can finish in 1 day audit, I can tell you. So this software is going to help like anything. I was talking about the process safety management. Yes, this software can help you to improve your MOC, your PSSR, your MICA, and you can improve your process safety management. Now the third one is the warehousing management system. So recently we have implemented the BEAN system based on the SAP WM module. This has definitely helped us to improve our this FIFO system, dispatches improve like that, and then we have created so many space also. But now we are not stopping here. We are going ahead with the ASRS system. ASRS means automated storage and retrieval system in our third site. So in my previous company, in Opus, Birla Opus, I have implemented this with the help of the, this ABB system. So definitely in next, my project at the Hedge, we are looking for implementation of the ASRS system. Here I am marketing the ABB, so they can give some percentage to me also. Okay, so not only this, we are also implementing many things like statutory compliance. We are doing through the, the 360 compliance, 360 software. We are also working on the, the packaging of automation packaging. We are also working the DCS automation and all. So that's all from my side. If anybody have any question, anything later on, we can discuss. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon. So I'll take it a different way. Basically, DFPCL has a very strong, long vision in terms of digitalization. So before we start for digital journey, we actually look for the outside-in perspective. And 2 years back, what we did, first we started with the digital maturity assessment. So actually that gave us the fair idea where we are. And so that digital maturity assessment actually went for all the value chain, covering all the processes, assets, the business systems, everything. And we found that we were at the level of 2. So I don't know whether the plant people are understanding or not. So level 2 means that we are having a manual intervention along with, it's a combination of manual as well as the system-based operations, right? So we found that there are a lot of gaps there. Now how to fill it? So what we did, we did a one brainstorming session with the team and the business also, and we identified the pain areas. So from that assessment, we identified the pain and the gap, and from the gap, we explored the potential and the process improvement areas. From where we also did the benefit analysis and the financial impact, because ultimately it has to be a good ROI, right? From there, we explored the areas, and from there, we charted a strong roadmap. When I talk about the strong roadmap, it has to be a very fixed KPIs along with the objective to have maximize the throughput or cost efficiency or having a reliable plant and the safe plant. So we have to define the solution charter as well as the right vendor, the right technology. So after that, once we completely go through this, then we led the roadmap in phased manner. So first manner was, do we have the infrastructure to start this digitalization? So we focus on the infrastructure. Then again, like Mr. Ashok in the morning said, do we have the skill? So we develop the skill in terms of the establishing the digital academy, or we can say the industry 4.0 academy. Then we connected all the shop floor with the S system, then the MES, then the business system. So that is the area where we systematically went, because if we go into the bits and pieces, so we don't know by when we will complete the whole. So we have to have completely mapped all the system, complete value chain, then probably we can get the complete value chain. So my roadmap is completely based on the high ROI and the how quick I can get the benefit out of that.
Hi guys, very good afternoon. So my name is Raj and I represent a management consulting organization called as Coherent Market Insights. We're grateful for ICN because we are also the knowledge partners for this event. So we as a consulting organization started our journey as a strategic consulting partner where we were providing market intelligence, business intelligence, competitive intelligence, forecast about the industry, and it includes lot of spectrum of services including demand analysis, supplier analysis, ecosystem analysis. We also help our clients in a lot of consulting side of it assignments including product positioning, go-to-market, pricing analysis, identifying the untapped revenue pockets beyond the country that they have presence in, and also competitive strategies to get an edge over the competitors. Journey has been great so far, and before 3 years, we ventured into the digital transformation side of business as well in terms of technology consulting, and that's how the AI was also booming. AI had its presence long back, but generative AI was coming into picture, and that's how we found a niche wherein we came across a lot of pain points that the chemical manufacturing companies, the other additive manufacturing companies had in terms of the operational side of it, the manufacturing side of it. And that's how we acted as a bridge or accelerator in terms of getting a client on board where we help them in changing a lot of or overcoming a lot of pain points that we had. So I'll just give you an example on that front. So we recently catered before 7 months to a chemical manufacturing company in the United States. They had a very simple problem statement with them, and they said that, okay, we have a lot of unscheduled downtimes. We have a lot of issues in terms of maintenance because unscheduled downtime results in a lot of high maintenance, which is not unpredicted. It is, again, unprecedented. And beyond that, they also had a couple of more objectives or pain points, we could say, that they wanted to solve, which included on the side of safety and compliances that they were experiencing on the unit side of it. And because this industry is evolving and moving, a lot of companies also want to, let's say, shift from manual control and processes to digital side of it. That means transformation side of it. So they thought, making all collective problem statement as one and trying to understand what we can do for them. We had a detailed discussion with them, understanding the operational side of it, because we've already been doing this for the last 10 years. We started this journey back in 2017, so we've been doing this for almost 9 years, I would say, rather 8-9 years so far. And we understood their management side of it, their operation side of it, and we understood that what were their pain points on the manufacturing side of it. And that's how our team collaborated in understanding those pain points. What we did was very simple thing. We said, okay, these are the pain points. What we can do for you guys is we can deploy the sensors, IoT sensors across the touch points that you have in the manufacturing processes, which can measure all the parameters, including temperature, flow, pressure, and a lot of parameters, variables we call it in the manufacturing side of it. And we said, okay, let's do this. Let's deploy these IoT sensors across the touch points of your manufacturing processes. Let's try to control the processes of different plants that they had into one by adopting the DCS systems. And then we said, okay, after that, we can possibly have an AI analytics dashboard which can change those variables in the real time so that we understand what's going off the track. And if that comes along, then we will have high efficiency in output. This was from the perspective of their, the efficiency perspective. Beyond that, because they had problem with maintenance and unscheduled downtime, we also implemented the AI agents in terms of, predictive maintenance, in terms of finding the use case of predictive maintenance where we could identify the equipment or the devices in the manufacturing process which were going off track or which were about to fail, which give them real-time insights on what's going to be failed so that they could plan their maintenance in advance and can avoid the risk of failure of it. And the last key use case that we solved for them was on the safety and compliance side of it, where they found a lot of leakages in terms of the manufacturing processes, and they wanted us to solve that as well. So we integrated the AI agents as well on that side, where it could predict the unprecedented shutdowns, which could have cost them a lot of money and a lot of resources at them. So we predicted that in advance that this could possibly lead to the shutdowns of these particular set of control systems and machinery. And that's how we actually solved a lot of millions of dollars for them, which could be part of their process in next year or so. So this is just an example as how we transform from strategic consulting to digital transformation company and ventured into AI space by offering those transformation services. Thank you so much.
Hi, audible? Yeah. Good afternoon. Collectively, sorry, we are between your lunch, so try to finish it fast. Mangesh from ABB. As a ABB, we are technology providers, we are OEMs. So what we do is we provide instrumentation, automation, electrification to the industry. That's how we help the industry. We are more than 100-year-old company, which some of you may know. And why I highlight that is because we have seen this industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, all of that. And we have been in forefront when it comes to technology part of it. One thing which I want to highlight is globally, whatever ABB factories are, we run with the concept of mission to zero. So basically what we heard about net zero sustainability. So we ourselves have implemented all the sustainability technologies successfully. If I talk about India, many of us familiar with green building certifications. So all our factories are certified for green building, all our offices are certified for that. In some way, I would say we say we are net positive on the water side. So what we take, we give back more. Yeah. So, and why is that? Because as a ABB, we believe in three things: social progress, then let's say the use of planetary resources, and doing business in a sustainable way. Another example, if you visit our stall, you will see a lot of electronics, and this electronic component and the material that we use to put this electronic inside, that is also used from the recycled material. So probably one of the first companies globally to do that. For us, when we say digital, yeah, the simplified definition is a journey from automation to autonomous. Yeah, I mean, achieving complete autonomous is not really possible today, but it's a journey from being automation going towards autonomous. Obviously making use of lots of technologies, probably some of it people will discuss and somebody mentioned. When you use these technologies, it's important. We are not carried away by technology, but we keep people at the center of these transformations. So when we add them, we don't make life complicated for them, but we make it simplified for them. So that's how we look at it. Thank you.
So now we come to the second round, and to start with, we are trying to focus on 6 points, and these are very exclusive in nature to all the speakers. So starting with Mangesh, and since your majority are from plant, there is a challenge with respect to integrate OT data. So I would request all of you to just take 2 minutes so that we can finish it on time. The first question to you, Mangesh, is the common challenges chemical plant face when attempting to integrate OT data with enterprise systems.
Okay.
How do you see that?
Okay. So the question is pertinent not just for chemical, but I would say most of the industry, because we serve many industries besides chemical. One truth about data is, if you read reports, 73% of data, to be precise, remains unused, or it's not usable for any analytics. And we all know data is new oil, that's how they say it, right? A lot of value it generates. And OT, with lots of sensorization, generates tons of data. But it's not just the data that we generate from sensors, but people who go out in the field and make some recordings manually, that's also a data. And industry is also looking to make use of this data together with other kind of data that they are producing. And when we say smart factories, right, it's all about connecting them, connecting shop floor with the enterprise level. So that's what the definition of smart factories. And how we connect them is obviously by, bringing data. The south side of data goes to the north side, and then we try to solve the business problem. The challenge, if you look around, there are silos of information. The utility area is separate, the processes are separate, and the plants are built over the years, so the age is also different. So these silos are always the barriers of unifying all this data and sending it northbound to your headquarters. So the way we come across, I mean, just to give an example, for one of the customers, we helped them integrate 250 different PLCs, right? They were unconnected. So that's the magnitude of silos what I'm trying to highlight. And once you connect them, consolidate them, now you have a data available in one place and which can be sent and utilized, the way it is required to be. So I'll keep it short.
Thank you, Mangesh. I'm coming to Mr. Kalimuddin ji. You have been working in different plants, and you were the operational team for the Birla Opus. So this question is very relevant for you. How do you scale successful pilots? When I'm talking about pilots, not about a plant pilot, I'm talking about digitization pilots, to ensure sustained value across different plants or business units. So
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Prashant. Very good question, actually. So, the implementation of digitization and automation, it's not a rocket science. If you have a right strategy, right people at place, then definitely you can smoothly implement those things. So, normally when I do implementation of those things, I follow a few steps of best practices. So, first is, so where to go? So, you should be very clear, what kind of automation you wanted to implement first during the pilot. So which area you wanted to implement first, whether it is a safety, it's a sustainability, it's a efficiency, it's a, ESG. So go for the, after pilot and then you scale up. The third one is, you cannot depend all the time to the consultant or the expert, because it's a costly affair, right? So you have to train your people. You have to scale, the people so that during the pilot implementation, next when you're going for the next phase or maybe the next steps, you have to train your people so that they can take charge of, those implementation and those scaling up, from here to there. So this is the next. And another thing is, suppose you are going to implementation of the pilot level, then you keep some time flexibility. Okay, we don't go with the stress target. Okay, because you are going to implement the first time, there will be some issues, there will be some challenges, you have to overcome that thing, right? So take some flexibility in that. And the last one is, go in the phase manner. As I said, earlier, so don't go at a time, you go with the phase manner. You may be going with the efficiency first, you go maybe the safety first, you go maybe the, the ESG implementation first. So go one by one. So these are the best practices I definitely follow, for the implementation, the pilot or even in the scale level. Thank you, Prashant.
Thank you, sir. Now I come to Mr. Shah. Streamlining production processes through these deep tech technologies that we are talking about, whether it is AI, ML, 5G, digital twin, big data, data analytics, collaborative platforms. How do you ensure or how do you enhance product quality and improving overall performance? Your take for 2 minutes.
So I would love to answer your question through use cases that we've been trying to, hear from our customers and the way we are looking forward to solutions for those pain points again. So in last 1 year, we've been surprised with the pain points that our customers are having and the different use cases that we've implemented. Some few were dropout, but were on exploratory stages to enhance the, or to overcome the challenge that our customers are facing. So as Mr. Mangesh rightly said, smart factory is not about one technology. It's all about amalgamation of lot of technologies combined. So I see AI, generative AI and ML being one of the forefront runners in terms of this technology, in terms of addressing the problems. So be it in terms of AI for predictive maintenance, or be in terms of R&D, where we were looking forward to work with CRO, it did not materialize, but they wanted AI use case to be implemented in terms of predicting the outcome of the chemistry that they're trying to make. So imagine you don't need setup of labs, you don't need high, paid scientists to be deployed to perform those experiments to generate an outcome and then to realize that it did not work. This is one of the major cost-saving use case that we were trying to explore and trying to implement. Unfortunately, it did not happen, but so the use case was wherein the AI helps you to predict what is going to be the possible outcome of those chemistry of two chemicals you're trying to formulate. The another interesting use case of AI we were exploring with one of our customers was on the sustainability side of it, wherein AI is predicting certain outcomes of the impact of the gases which are being ruled out from the manufacturing side of it. And there are certain measures of compliances and certain caps in terms of how much carbon credit is generated. So the moment it is going to breach the security or breach the compliance perspective, the AI will show an outcome wherein the other materials that could be used as a feedstock, which can change the outcome of carbon credit. The another interesting use case that we saw was in terms of in terms of how your operational efficiency has gone on. Many people today, throughout the solution and service and product, have talked about this, that if real-time variables are changed in the real-time environment, you can control the output and you can increase the proficiency, you can increase the efficiency of the outcome. So quality control is one side of it, and second is also increasing the throughput of it. So efficiency we're talking about. Such interesting use cases we have seen in the AI and ML cases, and I would like to compliment that just not relying on these two technologies, we have seen other complementary technologies like twin technologies, wherein you actually get an ability, or the companies get an ability to simulate the environment. So before setting up the entire manufacturing plant and setting up investing in millions of dollars, you can actually simulate the entire plant in a simulation model, and you can check the proportional outcome that you're looking at. For plant testers or test engineers at the plant, this particular technology actually helps in understanding if the feedstock as a raw material is going to change, what could be the desired outcome in the simulated environment, so that you can save or the manufacturing unit can save a lot of money in terms of testing it on the real grounds, on the physical grounds. So again, AI, ML, digital twin technologies, we've seen 5G, which is acting as a facilitator in terms of real-time communication, or also, let's say, acting as a facilitator for controlling the entire plants remotely. Two technologies like communicating platforms, which also act as a facilitator. So when all these technologies come along together, we could see really something that is called a smart factory, where it, as Mr. Mangesh rightly said, it is going to be a journey of from being automation to being completely autonomous. I think that's going to be my take on this.
Thanks. Now coming to Dhruval, Khamar. How are you tracking your ESG goals with the use of digital technologies?
Yeah. So what we see for chemical industry specifically impacted a lot with respect to ESG. And so that even 5 years before, government of India, as per that BRSR reports, they said that each of the industry has to report their CO2 emission, water footprint. So chemical is the industry where is impacted a lot with the respect to the ESG, that is the environmental, social and the governance aspect. Now what we see, digital become an driver and engine to not only report the CO2 emission or the energy intensity, but that can enable to actually baseline benchmarking and optimize that also. So if we see because we actually associated with the many chemical industry as well, wherein we work towards optimizing that CO2 emission thing. And how? So that we'll start with the baseline thing, whatever the things they are using at present. Then we'll also make a benchmark activity, and then we become a partner of that thing. But without digital, it cannot be possible, because if we cannot measure, we cannot optimize that thing. So I think digital become a driver towards actually measuring, and I actually invite all of you, we can discuss later on also, but digital become a very prominent thing, and that to your chemical industry.
Thank you. Jagdish, what transformation tools and solutions will revolutionize manufacturing operations when we are focusing or seeing from a chemical plant lens?
Yeah. So in chemical industries, the first challenge is how to we produce the material to our customer. So there is a challenge where we have a lot of time for the project erection and commissioning. This solution, we had made the digitization, the complete engineering, and when operation, the simulation we had to utilize for the digitization, we can got the good answer from the digitization that help to reduce the project time as well as our plant startup time. Second, we come to the maintenance. In maintenance, we have many challenges regarding when it fails, when it is help in the predictive failure, or it is help in some regular maintenance. So these are the methods to preventive. These are now it become a little bit old methods. We have to use the AI and this ML and all this algorithm, and we have to take the advantage, and we have to save our man hours for the utility for the development of the maintenance plan rather than work on the rest of the parts. So that is the maintenance. As we understand the utility of any plant, the consumption is around 60% of the power. So the more chillers, then compressors, and our compressor. If we go to their chillers and compressors, you understand how they are working and what efficiency they are working. If we start to understand their efficiency, we surely understand it is far beyond their design efficiency. So once we start to understand that parameter, we do some analysis, then we come near to design their capacity. When come to the process improvements, the digital, as we understand with our some vendor presentation, our mind can read only 5 parameter, max by 15 parameter. Rest parameter collaboration, comparison, and analysis is not possible by any human. For analysis and comparative of my golden batch or good production and good batch, we have to utilize the AI-based solution where we can get the right path, where we have to run our plant in optimization manner. And also we had one question regarding how can we use in batch process or not. Yes, absolutely we can use in the batch process. Continuous is little easy, batch is little tough. But if you go with the utilization of this system, we surely help in the batch improvement also. Come to the safety part, where, people have the more than 5 plant, 10 plant, 15 plant, maybe the 50, we have more than 45 chemical plant. We have more than 5,000 worker and 350 employees working. How we can take care of the safety? Everywhere supervision is not possible. So by the help of the video analytics and the software, where we can create the use cases where the helmet is not wear, shoes is not safety shoes is not wear, either the proper tools and tackles they are used or not. Everything can be digitized and we can run our plant in very safe mode.
Thank you, Jagdish. Now we come to the last part, which is the Sachin Srivastava, who will talk about key metrics or return on investment indicators to evaluate success of digital transformation. And after that, we will end up and open it up for lunch.
So basically, just I said we were very focused on the fixing the KPIs and on the how we can make high on the ROI part. So you can see like the important KPI for any plant would be the OP part, right? And for the OP, we always look forward how many more man days, on stream days we can increase. So in a chemical industry, in a good, if you do the global benchmarking, it is more than 345 days. So which is not more, which is more than 94%. So there is always a ask, how we can improvise our OP part. So their AI and ML has helped us in improvising by giving us the kind predictive, analytical, better, well in advance, so that we can identify those areas before the component gets failed. That is the point number 1. Second is also we are committed, to provide a high value nutrients to our farmers as a deeper fertilizer. And for their, as per the FCO norms, there is a limit. But at the same time, if we are giving more nutrients, definitely there is a cost to the business also. Now, how we can control that? So for their digitalization is help us. APC is one of the technique which has helped us in streamlining those, so that the nutrients what we are giving to the farmer is as per the FCO norms. Also we are also managing our costs. So there we can identify as per our business what digitalization can help us in terms of improving our KPIs.